The story starts in a village that is attacked by strong goblins, and they want to kill all the villagers. As the goblins were about to celebrate their victory, the adventurer Asahi Ikusaba showed up to fight against them. The goblins laughed at Asahi, and the goblins said that he has no chance of winning against them, and also he is weak. Asahi then threatened them that he will definitely win, and the goblins will regret attacking the village. The goblins got angry at Asahi's talk, and one of the goblins tried to attack him. Suddenly the goblins were defeated, and Asahi's big sister Maya appeared, she using powerful earth magic to wipe them out. Maya then cast more spells, and attacked another goblin with an explosion. Maya defeated 2 goblins and was ready to kill the last one. As a result, the last goblin was afraid of Maya, and he was frozen in fear. Then we see Asahi rescuing a little girl, who was almost hit by a car. Asahi was badly injured and he could see in an astral body that the little girl had survived the accident unharmed. He was glad that at least she had survived. Then Asahi wondered how his big sister Maya would react after learning of his death. Suddenly, a bright light appeared in front of Asahi, and he was teleported to another world. Asahi immediately spotted a dragon and a slime monster, so he realized that he was teleported into another world. Followed, he wanted to take a look around. In his excitement, he bumped into a man. The man was angry, and Asahi apologized to him. Then Asahi noticed that all people speak his language, and he also discovered a guild. However, Asahi rejoiced that he was truly reincarnated in a different world like his games. So he decided to take a selfie with his phone. Suddenly Asahi remarked that his phone is useless. After that, Asahi went to a pawn shop. Asahi showed his phone to the store owner, and she thought Asahi's phone is a rare item. So the saleswoman offered him 500 money for his phone. Then Asahi looked around her shop, and he wanted to buy equipment with the money he had received. Asahi bought a new leather armor and a matching sword from the store. With his new gear, Asahi was highly motivated and already dreamed of becoming a hero, to fighting against strong monsters. Next, Asahi decided to visit the guild house. In the Adventurers Guild, a pretty girl greeted him, so Asahi said it was his first time accepting a quest. The guild worker was surprised and thought Asahi was cute. Asahi blushed at her beauty, and she brought him a form to register as an adventurer. Then Asahi registered as an adventurer, and the receptionist recommended him to go hunt weak rabbits. Outside of town, Asahi immediately encountered a dangerous wyvern. He couldn't believe that such a strong monster was chasing him, so Asahi tried to survive and ran away from the giant wyvern. Then Asahi hid behind a rock. He was looking at his stats and skills. So he noted that he was extremely weak and had no cheat skills. The dragon spotted him and tried to wipe him out. Then Asahi tried to attack the wyvern with a stone. His attack was pitifully weak, and the dragon wanted to use his final blow. At that moment, he desperately called for his big sister Maya to help him. Suddenly, Asahi created a magic circle, and his big sister appeared. Asahi was happy to see his big sister again, and she was happy to see Asahi too. Then the wyvern attacked Maya with a fire attack. Maya was able to dodge, and she felt the new power in her body that she gained in the other world. So Maya concentrated fire magic into her fist and defeated the wyvern immediately. Asahi couldn't believe his sister could defeat the wyvern with just one hit. Also, Asahi wondered why his big sister appeared in the other world. He thought at first that it was just an illusion. Suddenly Maya hugged him and touched him all over his body. Asahi knew that his big sister is not an illusion because of her perverted behavior. Then Asahi asked why she is in the other world as well. Maya replied that Asahi was in a coma. Also in the hospital, she noticed that Asahi was whispering about an other world while passing out. Maya suspected that Asahi's soul sent to another world, and she also injured herself to go to the other world as well. This is how Asahi found out about his body in a coma, and he decided to go back to her own world with his big sister. However, Asahi thought that his sister had a plan to going in their own world. As a result, he realized that she hadn't a plan, and he started the adventure with Maya. Then we see Maya defeat the last goblin. Asahi thought that his sister didn't show grace because she wanted to avenge the injured villagers. But Maya was only angry because the goblins insulted her little brother before. After the fight, Maya was worried about a scratch on her little brother's cheek. She said he should use a healing potion. Asahi said it would heal with some spit too, and Maya wanted to lick his whole face. When Maya teased her beloved brother, and a girl said that Asahi defeated the goblins, everyone thought Asahi was the hero who defeated the goblins. When Asahi went to the guild, he was congratulated. Asahi's heroic story was heard around the guild, and he rose to ogre rank. Asahi was awarded the ogre rank insignia. Also, he was told that if someone is weak and pretending to be strong get a lot of problems. Asahi was scared, because didn't want to get the death penalty. Outside he asked if Maya could hide her power and prevent that he is the hero. Then Asahi wanted to see Maya's stats. She misunderstood something and showed him her body measurements. Asahi tried to clear up the misunderstanding. Then Maya showed her stats and they couldn't see any stats numbers. Asahi realized that her stats were way too high, that they weren't showing on the screens anymore. Asahi was depressed as he realized that he is just an NPC and his sister is the main character. Following this, Maya should promise her little brother not to reveal her stats to anyone. She accepted his request, and in return she wanted to know the number of beauty marks on his body. Later they saw a group of adventurers, which all the humans admired. Asahi learned from the pawn shop woman that they were the strongest adventurers, and they are on their way to fight the demon army. Asahi assumed that defeating the demon king would bring them back to their world. And the old woman said that defeating the demon king is not that easy. Also, the leader of the Balmunk party is Siegfried. He is on the dragon rank. Suddenly, a drunk guy insulted Siegfried and made fun of him. He also caused trouble, and he destroyed an innocent man's shop. All the villagers were afraid of the bad guy, because he used to be an ogre rank adventurer. The pawnshop woman told the villagers that Asahi is also an ogre rank adventurer and he can stop the guy. Everyone admired Asahi and he didn't want his secret revealed, that he is really weak. The criminal insulted Asahi and Maya was very angry. Asahi said that Maya shouldn't mess around, but she planned to torture the guy to death until he apologized to Asahi. Then Asahi asked his sister to pretend that he is strongest one and promised to grant her one wish by helping him. Following this, Asahi confronted the guys, and Maya secretly assisted him with magic. Asahi pretends to use powerful earth magic, which his sister is actually using. The evil man was afraid of Asahi and immediately ran away. Asahi managed to drive the guy away and was praised by all the villagers. He was overjoyed that his secret wasn't exposed. In the evening, Maya demanded a pervert wish and she wanted to kiss her little brother. So Maya immediately pounced on his beloved little brother. Meanwhile, a strong demon was seen defeating a huge dragon. She was very excited, and she felt a person's strong aura that she wanted to meet soon. In the days that followed, Asahi was fighting a little slime. He could manage to defeat the slime without help now. Then his sister Maya was there too, and she used her sister Fire to defeat countless slimes with just one blast. After she defeated many of slimes with her fire attack, she was proud that Asahi could defeat a slime too. Then we see the strongest adventurer Siegfried. His adventurer group was defeated by a strong demon. Siegfried tried to attack the demon with his last strength, but she was far too powerful, and she easily defeated him with ease. Then she was looking for a strong opponent, and Maya had to sneeze. On the way home, her little brother Asahi gave Maya his jacket, so she was extremely happy and hugged her little brother. The next day Asahi wanted to try to do a quest by himself. Maya was doing the laundry, and she noticed that she didn't sense Asahi's presence. So Maya went to Asahi's room, and she found a note from Asahi saying he was out for a walk. Then Maya jumped onto Asahi's bed, and she sniffed his sheets. Also she did perverted things on his bed. When Asahi was in the guild, Tanya looked for a suitable quest for Asahi. She suggested him far too difficult quests that Asahi couldn't handle without his big sister. However, Tanya suggested him an easy quest, and he accepted the quest to collect rainbow mushrooms. So Asahi went to the forest to collect rainbow mushrooms. Asahi collected a lot, and while picking the mushrooms, he noticed a sign that said there were dangerous bears in the forest. Suddenly a bear appeared, and he ran away before the bear could eat him. Asahi tried to attack the bear that was chasing him with a mushroom. The bear was enjoying the mushroom and ate it. Suddenly the bear was attacked with a powerful spell. Asahi fell down and he could feel a familiar feeling. He thought it was his sister's big breasts, and he thanked the person and called her big sister. When Asahi realized it wasn't his big sister Maya, he apologized immediately for calling her big sister. Asahi got Riz, and the demon Kilmaria was happy to be called big sister. Then Asahi thanked her for saving him. Followed a whole group of dangerous bears appeared. Kilmaria threw Asahi into the sky, and she defeated all the bears with powerful spells. So Kilmaria managed to kill all the bears with just one hit, and she was also able to protect Asahi by fighting them. After that, the leader of the bears appeared, and Kilmaria was happy to fight against the Emperor Bear. The Emperor Bear then prepared a strong laser beam attack, and Kilmaria wanted to protect Asahi, and she hugged him. Then the bear shot his laser beam, and Kilmaria blocked the attack with a barrier. After that, Kilmaria showed her attack, and she attacked the dangerous bear with her powerful attack that caused a huge explosion. The arrogant bear had no chance against Kill Maria, and he was pulverized with his whole body. Asahi was impressed by Kill Maria's enormous power, and he was frozen to see someone that have the same power like his big sister. Kill Maria was frustrated that his opponent was weak. After defeating the bear, Asahi learned that Kill Maria is one of the 6 demon generals. Asahi was shocked, and Kill Maria said he didn't need to be afraid of her. She said that she doesn't attack weaker ones, and she already looks at him like her little brother. Then Asahi learned that Kill Maria wanted to find a guy named Asahi Ikusaba, because she heard that he is strong. Followed Asahi try to escape secretly, but his ogre rank insignia was falling on the ground and Kill Maria picked it up. Kill Maria saw his name and she decided to fight against Asahi, because she thought he was strong. Maya noticed that her little brother is in danger, so Kill Maria wanted to fight with Asahi and hunted him. Asahi tried to escape and he ran away. Suddenly Maya appeared, and Asahi was glad to see his big sister Maya. Kill Maria immediately sensed that Maya is strong. Followed Maya thought that Kill Maria wanted to seduce her little brother with her revealing clothes. Maya understood that Asahi got Riz and everyone wants to marry him. So the two argue, and Kill Maria tried to attack Maya and she blocked with an attack too. The two were surprised because normally they both win with one attack. Kill Maria was happy to finally find a strong opponent, so they kept fighting each other. Both were overly strong, and they destroyed the whole area in their fight. Then Maya was hit by an attack of Kill Maria, and she immediately countered her with ease. Kill Maria was stamped into the ground, and now she wanted to get serious. Followed. She summoned her strongest attack, Fearful Flame, and attacked Maya. Maya used her big sister Cyclone's attack, and she was able to defeat Kill Maria. So Kill Maria lost to Maya, and she accepted her death. Asahi stopped Maya from killing the demon, and Maya couldn't believe she wanted to save her, even though she was planning to steal his virginity. Asahi said she didn't want to seduce him. Kill Maria didn't want Asahi's pity, so Asahi showed her his Riz, and Kill Maria wasn't killed. After that, Asahi and Maya went home together, and Kill Maria was also happy to have met the two siblings. On the way home, Asahi said he would cook her dinner at home, which Maya was looking forward to. At dinner, Maya said that Asahi's mushroom was the most delicious. After that, Maya went for a bath and she wanted to get ready to go to bed with Asahi. Then she was angry that Asahi didn't sneak into the bath to see her naked. The following day, Asahi was chased by a weak goblin, and he tried to defeat it with throwing a rock at him. His attack was far too weak, and a group of goblins tried to kill him. Suddenly his big sister Maya appeared, and she couldn't let them hurt Asahi, so she saved Asahi from the goblins with her overwhelming skills. Asahi was lucky to have a strong sister, but she was also a pervert who loved her little brother. So Asahi was hugged and harassed by his perverted sister. After that, Asahi checked his stats, and he was able to advance to level 10. Maya wondered why Asahi couldn't level up through the many monsters she defeated by herself. Asahi suspected it was the damage involved, so Maya suggested helping him to level up. She wanted Asahi to attack her, but Asahi didn't want to hurt his big sister. Asahi prefers to level up on his own, and thought about ways to learn more skills. Then he was harassed by Maya, and he applied a new skill called Escape. Maya also had a skill that helps her hug Asahi, and Asahi was overwhelmed by his sister's huge and soft boobs. After that, Asahi went to the guild. He wanted to become stronger, because he didn't want to be a burden for Maya. So he thought about joining an adventurer party could help him to leveling up faster. Then Asahi imagined what it's like to fight in an adventurer's party. Suddenly Tanya interrupted him, and asked if he was looking for an adventurer party. Tanya told that a group should be balanced. A good example would be the strong Balmung group. They have a strong tank, and 2 strong ranged fighters supporting the group from behind. Also, the group is led by Siegfried, who is a strong combat fighter. Asahi was impressed by Siegfried, and Tanya told Asahi that the Balmung group was recently defeated against the demon army a few days ago. Asahi was surprised that the strongest adventuring party was defeated, and he considered whether he really wanted to join an adventuring party. Then he saw a drunk guy being threatened by criminals. They wanted his money, but he had none, and Asahi tried to save him by throwing stones at the criminals. The criminals got angry and tried to attack Asahi. Suddenly the criminals were attacked by the drunk guy, and he was able to knock 2 criminals out. Then the leader of the criminals attacked, and the drunk man stopped the sword blow and he punched the criminal in the face. After he defeated the criminals, the drunk man threw up, and Asahi realized it was the adventurer Siegfried. Asahi brought water to Siegfried, and he slowly sobered up with Asahi's help. Followed adventurer Siegfried thanked Asahi, and Asahi was shocked that dragon rank Siegfried is depressed. He said he didn't deserve the name Siegfried. Asahi then learned that he fought against a demon general, and that he didn't stand a chance against her overwhelming power. Siegfried said that he was too arrogant, because everyone trusted their hope in him to defeat the demon king. Asahi tried to cheer him up and said that despite everything, he had experienced many adventures with his friends. So Siegfried told Asahi the truth about the experiences with his adventurer members. They were arrogant and mean to him. Siegfried was often lonely, and nobody spoke to him. After the fight, they broke up their group, and Asahi wished Siegfried a nice day. However, Asahi wanted to accept a quest in the Adventurers Guild. Suddenly, Tanya told him about dangerous wyverns attacking a village. Asahi wanted to call his sister, but he was immediately sent into battle. So he was forced to fight a group of wyverns, and he had no chance to win against them without his big sister. Suddenly Kilmaria appeared. She saved Asahi from the wyverns. Asahi thanked Kilmaria for saving him again. After that, Kilmaria gave him his ogre rank back, which he lost the last time they met. Followed more wyverns appeared, but Maya defeated the monsters immediately. She sensed that Asahi was in danger, and Kilmaria wanted to fight against Maya. Kilmaria was ignored, because Maya only had eyes for her little brother Asahi. Then she wanted to go home, but Kilmaria stopped them. Then Maya didn't want Asahi to see Kilmaria's sexy clothes. Kilmaria replied that Maya also wears sexy clothes. However, Maya said that Asahi likes sexy clothes, and Kilmaria thought he was a real pervert. Kilmaria then kept trying to challenge Maya to a fight, but Maya refused. As a result, Kilmaria wanted to kidnap her little brother and asked Asahi to pretend to be kidnapped by her. Suddenly Maya punched her, and Kilmaria was knocked to the ground. Maya knew she wasn't evil, but Kilmaria wanted to keep fighting. A fight ensued between the two girls. Asahi was then kidnapped by a wyvern, and the two jumped into the sky. Maya defeated the wyvern with a thunderbolt, and Kilmaria saved Asahi. After rescuing Asahi, Maya wanted to go home. But Kilmaria wanted to continue playing with Maya, and Asahi showed his new learned escape spell. She was amazed that Asahi could use a teleportation spell. Then Kilmaria said goodbye, and Asahi was happy that the two big sisters are friends now. After that, Asahi said that he doesn't want to join any adventurer's party, because he prefers to spend time with his sister Maya. Maya misunderstood his words, and thought he asked her to marry him. In the weeks that followed, Asahi had no money to pay for the rent. Tanya noticed right away, and she had a quest to match for Asahi. Asahi wanted his own apartment, so Tanya suggested him a great quest. Tanya said that the reward of the quest is a house. As a result, Asahi accepted the quest immediately. Suddenly, Tanya told that his next quest is to drive away evil spirits from an abandoned house. Maya got dressed for the quest, and she startled Asahi. Asahi was scared by her big sister. Afterwards, the siblings walked through a forest together, and Maya reminisced about Asahi's childhood. The reason is Asahi was even scared of video games about ghosts. Maya always comforted him when he couldn't sleep at night. Asahi then claimed that he was no longer afraid of ghosts, but he was immediately startled when lightning struck. However, Maya encouraged him, and said that every person have fears. Later they kept walking, and Asahi thought that a ghost was attacking him. He was startled by a cat, also he unintentionally choking his big sister Maya. As they passed through the forest, they discovered the abandoned haunted house. Asahi tried to open the door, but he felt a strange power. Suddenly, a spirit appeared, saying that it can absorb a person's life energy. Maya wasn't afraid, and she faced the ghost. The evil spirit absorbed the energy of Maya. Maya had too much life energy, and the spirit was able to escape. Followed, the two were happy to be given a new home. Maya already planned to do a lot of kinky things with Asahi in the new house. Then Asahi asked if she had any fears. Asahi was happy to find out her weakness, but she had no weaknesses. Asahi realized that his sister is just a pervert, and she was just talking nonsense. Suddenly she changed the subject, and she wanted to find the ghost. Asahi hoped the ghost was gone. Then Asahi was attacked, and Maya immediately used a potion to save him. After that, Asahi was attacked with plates again, and Maya feed him with another potion. Next, a pillow flew against Asahi. As a result, Maya wasted countless potions. Asahi said that she shouldn't always waste so many potions, because that makes them broke. Later, the spooky ghost appeared, and he planned to fight against Maya. Asahi was scared, and he snuggled up to his sister. After that, the evil spirit attacked the siblings. Maya negated the attack with just a loud shouting. Maya then said that she will kill the spirit, but the spirit was already dead. Suddenly, Maya wanted to exorcise the spirit with all her power, which worried Asahi. The reason is, she would destroy the whole house with her attacks. The spirit decided to steal the power from Maya, so the evil spirit tried to take over Maya's body. Maya tried to fight back, but the spirit took control of Maya. Subsequently, the spirit wanted to use the power of Maya to destroy the world. Asahi knew that humanity would be in danger if he failed to stop Maya. He cast the escape spell, but he didn't manage to escape. Then he decided to save his sister, and he tried to wake up Maya with emotional words. Suddenly Kilmaria appeared. She wanted to visit the Ikusaba siblings. She thought the two had sibling quarrels, but Asahi told her about the ghost. Kilmaria wanted to unleash her full power to fight Maya. Asahi stopped her because otherwise she would destroy the house too. He also grabbed Kilmaria's breasts and she blushed. Asahi apologized to Kilmaria. Suddenly Maya got angry and she released her aura. As a result, Kilmaria decided to take on Maya in arm wrestling. Asahi was confused, but Kilmaria said that arm wrestling is the only way to free Maya from the ghost. Then Kilmaria provoked the ghost, and they started their arm wrestling match. Both released a huge surge of power, and they destroyed the furnitures. Asahi hoped that the two will not destroy the entire house. Meanwhile, neither could claim victory, and they unleashed more and more power. The two were equal in strength, and at one point they created a huge explosion. Both were strong, but Maya defeated Kilmaria. Suddenly, Maya attacked Asahi, and he got angry. He didn't want to accept that the spirit uses his beloved big sister for evil deeds. This is how Maya managed to regain her body. Suddenly Maya hugged his little brother, and she acted that the spirit still had possession of her body. When morning came, Maya said that the spirit couldn't control her body. She only pretended that the spirit got the control of her body to do kinky things with Asahi. She then apologized and they went back to the guild. Then Kilmaria woke up, and she realized that the siblings were gone. A few days later we see Asahi and Maya. They got a new home. So Asahi were looking forward to their time together, without paying rent for their life. In the days that followed, Asahi and his sister Maya explored the Claudio dungeon. Suddenly, Asahi activated a trap, and a huge rock rolled towards them. Asahi was scared, and he wanted to run away. So he found an escape route, but Maya stopped. She waited for the rock to roll towards her. Then she destroyed the huge rock with a powerful kick. The problem was solved, and they moved on. We then see Asahi a few hours earlier. He was in the guild and learned from the quest that a dungeon was found. Tanya said it was appeared after a natural disaster, and Asahi knew his sister's fight with Kilmaria was the cause. However, Asahi accepted the quest to the dungeon. He intended to explore the dungeon by himself. Maya secretly pursued Asahi to protect him from danger. When Asahi found the dungeon, Maya showed up and wanted to accompany him. This is how we see the two siblings in the dungeon, and Maya teased him a bit. Asahi was startled, and Maya wanted to take a monster head as a souvenir. Then Maya asked what a dungeon is. Asahi replied that exploring a dungeon once in a lifetime is every RPG fan's dream. After that, Asahi wanted to show that he was an expert at exploring dungeons. Suddenly he activated a trap, and Maya protected him. After the first trap, Maya said they have to be careful. Suddenly he activated a second trap, and Maya fell into a hole. Maya survived the deadly trap, and Asahi was happy that she wasn't hurt. Then they held hands together, and they continued to explore the dungeon. Later, Maya sensed enemies, and they found a group of skeleton warriors. So Maya decided to kill the monsters, but Asahi stopped Sister Maya. Suddenly Maya thought that Asahi wanted to kiss and make love with her. But Asahi said he just wanted to stop the attack, because the whole dungeon would collapse. Following, Asahi wanted to defeat the skeleton warriors with his stone-throwing skill. Asahi was immediately strike out, and Maya decided to beat up the monsters. Asahi couldn't believe that she was strong even without magic, so he was depressed. Then they went on and they discovered a throne. Suddenly cute little baby king bears appeared. They played together, and a cute bear ran to Asahi. He wanted to be pet by Asahi. Then Maya asked what Asahi plans to do with the little king bears. Asahi wanted to keep the baby bear's hiding place a secret so they wouldn't get hurt. After that they were outside, and Maya tried to seduce her little brother. Asahi said she needs to stop talking nonsense. Then Asahi said he wanted lunch at home. Maya disappeared, and a group of dangerous monsters were surrounding Asahi. However, Asahi managed to escape successfully, and he arrived back in town. Then he was invited by a girl to go into her house. Asahi noticed a dangerous aura, and he immediately used his escape skill. The girl was acting very strange. Asahi was ready to fight the girl. Then the girl laughed, and she was amazed that Asahi could sense her dangerous aura. As a result, she revealed that she is Kilmaria. She showed him a spell to change her looks. Kilmaria then asked, if he was into that type of girl, and Asahi found her spell weird. After that, Asahi asked why she transformed into a human. Then she wanted to do a sightseeing tour with Asahi. Kilmaria then looked around at the town with Asahi. Many hours later, Asahi was surprised that she can also act like a normal girl. In the evening, the two watched the town from a tower. Kilmaria noticed that Asahi was thinking of Maya, so she asked if the two siblings had a fight. Suddenly Kilmaria offered him to become a demon. Asahi replied that he cannot accept the offer, because Maya is waiting for him at home. Later in the guild, Asahi reported that the dungeon is dangerous, because he wanted that no one inquires into the dungeon. After the report, Tanya was jealous of Kilmaria, and she angrily handed Asahi his quest reward. Asahi got Riz, and every girl had a crush on him. After that, they went to lunch and they wanted to celebrate their day. Then Kilmaria thanked him for showing her about the lifestyle of humans. After lunch, Kilmaria wanted to leave without paying their meals. She didn't know what money was, and she planned to beat up the manager. Asahi stopped her and said he will pay Kilmaria's bill. As a result, Asahi paid with his previously received quest reward. He then told Kilmaria that she must follow the human rules. Suddenly Kilmaria laughed, and Siegfried appeared. Siegfried called Asahi a Rizzler, and Kilmaria blushed. Then Siegfried got to know about Kilmaria, and he immediately felt the aura of her demon power. Followed, he had been terrified, because he felt a dangerous aura. So Siegfried said goodbye to Asahi, and he wished him a lot of fun on his date. In the evening, Asahi arrived home, and Kilmaria planned to tease Maya a bit. This is how Kilmaria introduced herself as Asahi's girlfriend, but Maya knew that they were lying. She felt Kilmaria's demon aura, so Kilmaria was hit by a broomstick. After that, Maya asked why he was so late on his way home, because Maya cooked delicious meals for Asahi. As a result, Asahi felt bad, because he wasn't hungry after his lunch with Kilmaria. So Kilmaria used a spell to empty his stomach. Then Kilmaria wanted to eat with them, but Maya wanted to send her home. Then she cried like a baby, and Kilmaria was invited to have dinner with them. Followed, Kilmaria tasted Maya's dish, and she was overwhelmed by Maya's cooking skills. Kilmaria liked Maya's food, and she decided to come back for dinner the next day. In the followed weeks, we see a little girl in the church. Her mother gives her a magic wand in the case, that she can help the hero fight the Demon King in her future. Sophie waited until she grew up to find the hero. Then we see Asahi hunting a wolf. The wolf attacked him, but Asahi managed to defeat the wolf with his sword. Meanwhile, his big sister Maya secretly hiding on a tree, and she was watching him fight. Suddenly, a giant wolf appeared. The wolf intended to kill Asahi with a powerful attack. So Maya showed up from her hiding place, and she attacked the giant wolf with an earthquake spell. Maya managed to save her little brother, and she praised Asahi for defeating a wolf by himself. Asahi was depressed. He would rather have superpowers like his big sister Maya. Then Maya discovered a scratch on her little brother. She immediately wanted to use a rare potion. Asahi replied that he didn't need one, so Maya had the idea to lick him and he ran away. Asahi managed to escape from his perverted sister. However, he was asked to get out of the way by rude adventurers. Suddenly, Asahi bumped into a cute girl. She was felt on the ground, and he had a crush on her. Asahi apologized to the girl, and the girl remembered the word of her mother about the hero. She then noticed Asahi's injury, and healed him immediately. Asahi thanked the girl for healing his little scratch. Suddenly his conversation was interrupted. The adventurers were waiting for the healer of their group. After that, Maya found her little brother, and she wanted to lick his scratch. Asahi told her about a healer. Maya was amazed, and she thought that the healer looks like a living potion. Then Maya said she can also heal his injuries with licking his body. When Asahi arrived at the guild, Tanya told him to go rescue a group of adventurers. Tanya explained that a new dungeon appeared in the mountains. A group hasn't returned, and they are all in danger. Followed, we see Sophie running away from a monster, because the other party members were being eaten. Then a huge plant monster appeared behind her, which immediately attacked. The giant plant wanted to eat her, but Asahi managed to save the girl in time. Following, Maya defeated the giant plant monster with her sister punch skill. Later, Sophie woke up, and she remembered that Asahi saved the adventurers' party. Sophie had a crush on Asahi, because she thought he was a hero with infinite riz. She was happy that she could find the hero from her mother's stories now. Meanwhile, Asahi was having lunch with Maya at an inn. Maya asked why he didn't want to collect the reward. He said he would have liked to take the reward, but they stunk too much. Following, Maya tried to seduce her little brother Asahi. Sophie stopped Maya. She was looking for the hero. Asahi was surprised that she called him a hero, and he knew that Maya had actually saved the girl. Then Sophie asked if she could join his party. She said that her mother was a priestess and she has been searching for the hero since childhood. Asahi liked the idea of having a healer in his party, but he wanted to talk to his sister about the new party member first. Then Sophie introduced herself to his sister Maya. Asahi was afraid that Maya would do mean things to her. Asahi was wrong. Maya liked Sophie because she called Asahi an honorable hero. Suddenly, Sophie's last adventurer party appeared. They insulted Sophie, and they said that Sophie must apologize to them for being useless. Asahi felt sorry for Sophie, but she fought back against the adventurers. Next, she listed that the group of adventurers are failures. In addition, they were called weaklings by Sophie, and their honor was destroyed piece after piece. She wanted to leave the adventurer party and join the hero Asahi's party. The adventurers then wanted to beat up Asahi to teach the two a lesson. Maya just watched the show, and Asahi didn't want to start a fight. The adventurers were very rude against Asahi, and Sophie caused him a big trouble. Suddenly, Maya used pepper to block their view. Maya immediately attacked the adventurers in the shadows, and they were defeated. Then all the adventurers passed out, and Maya helped her little brother to escape. Asahi thanked Maya, and she asked him why he didn't want Sophie to join in his party. He replied that he didn't want troublemakers in his group. Following this, Maya replied that she would never cause trouble, and she is the opposite of a troublemaker. The next day, Tanya complained about the adventurers Asahi have rescued. They insulted Tanya and denied that they needed help yesterday. Then Tanya offered Asahi a dangerous quest. Meanwhile, Kilmaria and Maya were in the forest. She tried to force Kilmaria to eat peppers, but she resisted. Followed, Sophie appeared in the guild. She had a crush on Asahi and she wanted to party up with Asahi. Asahi got Riz and he was forced to form a party with Sophie. Following this, Asahi fought killer bees with the support of Sophie's heal magic. As a result, Asahi easily defeated the killer bees. Asahi grew stronger, and he managed to kill a killer bee with his stone throw skill. When collecting the item drops, Asahi was happy, because he finally felt like a main character. Suddenly, Sophie asked why he didn't use his true power to wipe the monster out. Asahi answered with a lie, because she didn't know that Maya is the real heroine. After that, they continued fighting the killer bees, and they were almost done with their quest. Then Sophie went into the forest, and she returned with a huge group of killer bees. She thought that lure all bees at once would help them complete their quest faster. Asahi didn't want to die, and he kept running away. Suddenly Sophie stumbled, and Asahi didn't want to let her die. He then faced the giant killer bee. Asahi trembled, but a huge rock killed the monster immediately, and the two were saved. Asahi was very lucky today, because he ate Lucky Charms for breakfast. So Sophie kept thinking he is the strong legendary hero. After that, Sophie wanted Asahi to rest, and she went to bring the collected drops to the guild. Then Kilmaria and Maya showed up. They were surprised to meet Asahi in the forest. Asahi learned that Maya was fighting Kilmaria, and she unwittingly threw a huge rock. This is how Asahi found out that his sister accidentally saved him again. Then he wanted to go home with Maya, and he forgot about Sophie. In the evening, the guild staff went home, and Sophie said she was waiting for Asahi. The next morning, Asahi went to the guild and he apologized after seeing Sophie waiting for him. Further, we see Asahi's childhood. He was attacked by a dog. Maya was protecting her little brother Asahi, and she wanted Asahi to run away. Asahi thought the dog is attacking Maya, but he just wanted play with her. Maya was unharmed, and she saw Asahi crying. Then she learned that he was crying because he wasn't able to protect his big sister. After that, we see Tanya again, who reported to Asahi about an emergency quest. The demon army attacked a small village, and some of the villagers escaped in time. The villagers hoped that hero Asahi and his big sister Maya will come to the rescue them again. Then a Cyclops general attacked a house. General Gigantic wanted to conquer the village. Suddenly, Maya appeared and killed him instantly. The monsters were afraid of Maya and they immediately fled the village. However, Asahi spotted monsters that couldn't escape in time. Asahi wanted to wipe them out with his sword, but they started dancing for their lives. Asahi didn't want to show any mercy, but he was hypnotized by the monsters' dance. Suddenly he stopped his attack, and Asahi hugged his big sister. He said he loves Maya, and Maya was very happy. After that, Asahi hit his head, and he came to his senses. Maya tried to kiss him, and he stopped Maya from trying to kiss him. Maya was depressed that Asahi was going back to normal. Asahi then saw the monsters, and remembered being hypnotized. Maya had a great idea, and she prevented Asahi from defeating the monsters. Maya attacked Asahi, and she ordered the monsters to repeat their dance. The monsters didn't understand her, but she threatened the monsters to hypnotize Asahi again. As a result, Asahi was hypnotized by the monster's dance, and Asahi acted like a little boy who loves his big sister. So Maya enjoyed that Asahi acted like a little boy, and he snuggled up to her. Asahi said again that he loves her. He then came to his senses, but Maya forced the monsters to hypnotize him a third time. Maya was glad that she managed to hypnotize him in time. Then Asahi said he had a headache, and she let Asahi rest on her lap. Suddenly, Asahi said that he wants to marry Maya when he grows up. This is how Maya imagined her future wedding, and all her friends congratulated them on their wedding day. Maya was very happy in her dream, and said that she is the happiest sister in the world. Suddenly, a huge monster appeared from the demon army. Maya was angry that the monster disturbed her beautiful daydream. Then Asahi stood in front of Maya. He wanted to protect Maya from the monster. The monster looked down at Asahi and said he was a weakling. Asahi threw a rock and his attack failed. Meanwhile, a meteorite flew to the Isekai world, and Asahi cried. He was terrified. The giant Cyclops tried to attack Asahi, but Maya stopped his punch. Maya was angry that the monster was looking down on Asahi, so she attacked the Cyclops with a powerful attack. Maya taught the giant monsters a lesson, but Asahi was sad. He was crying, and Maya tried to cheer him up. He then said that he was ashamed, because he couldn't protect Maya. He also called himself a weakling. Maya cheered up Asahi, and she said that he have his own strengths that makes him special. Asahi was cheered up, and he said that he will become strong to protect her someday. Suddenly, a meteorite hit the back of Asahi's head, and he was unconscious. Maya wanted to command the monsters to hypnotize Asahi, but they were pulverized as well. Maya was depressed and didn't want Asahi to go back to normal. Later on, Asahi woke up, and he didn't remember that he was acting like a little child. Meanwhile, he was disturbed by Maya's weird dance moves. She failed to hypnotize Asahi, and they went home together. Then Maya asked him one last time to say that he loves his big sister. Asahi refused, and she was very depressed. This is how Asahi cheered up his big sister, and he said that he had always admired her. Maya was touched by his words, and she didn't think it is so bad that things were back to normal. The next day, Asahi learned that Tanya got a day off. He was shocked to learn that Tanya was on a date. Next, he walked around the town and he was surprised that she had a boyfriend. Suddenly, a girl appeared, and Asahi found out that she is Tanya. Asahi thought Tanya was really cute in her casual clothes and he complimented her. He then asked about Tanya's date and she introduced him to her little brother Roy. Asahi was surprised that Tanya is a big sister like Maya. Roy then looked at Asahi's sword. Asahi learned that Roy is very shy. He was surprised that the two have different personality, and he recalled the personality of his sister. Asahi then learned that Roy was interested in adventure stories. Asahi introduced himself to him, and Roy was happy to meet Asahi. He said his sister talks about Asahi every day. Tanya stopped him before Asahi realized that she have a crush on him. Followed Roy admired the hero Asahi, and Asahi felt embarrassed, because in reality, Maya defeated all the monsters. After that, Tanya said that she wanted to look for escorts in the guild. Roy suggested asking Asahi, and he was afraid that they would find out his secret. He didn't want them to think he was weak, and he didn't want to get the death sentence for being a scammer. Asahi wanted to refuse, but he was mesmerized by Roy's innocent gaze. So Asahi accepted to accompany the two on their dangerous journey. Later they were riding on a carriage and Tanya thanks him for accompanying them. They were impressed by Asahi's nice attitude and admired him. Then Asahi wanted to talk to Roy, but he was very shy. That's how Asahi found out that Tanya is a great big sister. Suddenly a wyvern attacked them, and he shot at them a powerful breath of fire. Asahi was able to save the two in time, but the carriage drivers and the horse fled without them. As a result, Roy cried in fear, and Tanya believed that Asahi could easily defeat the wyvern. They were sure Asahi would win, but he didn't stand a chance against the wyvern. He then recalled that Maya always protected him when he was a little boy. Asahi wanted to protect both of them, and he tried to slash the wyvern. The wyvern wasn't injured, so threw a rock at the monster. Asahi couldn't cause any damage on him. Followed, he tried to protect the two from the wyvern fire breath attack. Suddenly, the wyvern exploded, and the two siblings celebrated Asahi's victory. After the fight, Roy became sad. He was ashamed for being a weakling. Asahi cheered him up and told him that he was a weakling in his childhood too. Asahi managed to cheer up Tanya's little brother. Then Tanya thanked Asahi for saving them. After that, they wanted to walk back to town together, and Roy was happy to learn more about Asahi's stories. The wyvern was still alive, and he intended to kill the three. Maya stopped the wyvern's attack and she protected her little brother from the shadows.